thought I'd do a video on our embassy build, or rather, the delays in ordering the van for the embassy build. If you followed this channel at all, you know we're getting a Class B from Embassy RV. These Class Bs are built using either Dodge ProMasters, Mercedes Sprinters, or in our case, the Ford Transit. This means Embassy, or any custom builder, needs to have the van in their facility before they can even consider starting a build. Class Bs are not built on a cutout chassis where the RV manufacturer adds a compartment for living space from their own materials on site. Instead, the sides and the ceiling of the van are the sides and ceiling of the RV. This means Class Bs do not have walls and ceilings added separately by the RV builder as you would in a Class C build. This also means you need a complete cargo van, not just a frame, to build the interior of the RV. So you may think you could just buy a van at a local dealer and send it to your custom builder. Not so fast. Although you may have seen vans at dealerships, they're probably passenger vans, not cargo vans. There's a good chance they don't have a high roof or come with dually wheels either. These are requirements for the embassy build, and one does not simply walk into you can't just go into a Ford dealership and buy the exact van you need for the build. As of this recording, April of 2021, there are no vans to be had. I discovered Ford is still not giving Embassy VIN numbers for the van they ordered months ago. If you want a Dodge ProMaster, forget it. They're all sold to a company that's, I don't know, feels like it's almost as big as a South American rainforest. Anyway, apparently Dodge isn't even taking orders until May of 2022. So where does that leave us? Well, we're fine. Orders in, so we're just waiting for Ford to deliver. We don't need a van right away, so our anticipation is really just from wanting to see and feel and sit in the van. But I understand others who are just at their wits' end wanting to get that van built. They're ready to travel right now, but we're in a kind of a holding pattern, well, until their van arrives. And that brings up a good point. Custom builds are not like other builds. You don't get to go to a dealership and see various models of the van you're interested in. You don't get to sit in it, test drive it, or do any of the things we're used to when we're buying a car. Look at it this way. If you want to buy a car from Ford or Dodge or whoever, you just pop down to your local dealership and see what they have. They may have the color you want, or not. The options you want, or not. But you get the one they have that is close enough to what you're looking for, and then you make the deal. If you're like most people, that means half a day or more going back and forth fighting to get the cost down. Compare that to the build of a race car. No dealerships there, and no dealing. You start paying for it in the design stage, and you don't even get to see it or sit in it or drive it until it's built. It's a custom build. Custom vans are like that. With Embassy, you know exactly what they paid for the van, which is less than you would get at a dealer. And they don't upcharge you. They even give you a copy of the invoice. Then they tell you exactly what the build is going to cost, including whatever options you chose to have in that build. There's no wheeling and dealing to be done. It costs what it costs, and the price is the price. Done and done. Of course, there's no seeing it ahead of time, sitting in it to get the feel of it, or test driving it before you buy. There's nothing there to see yet. It isn't built. The truth is, you must be able to trust the custom shop that's building your van. There's no way around that. They have to have the integrity to be upfront with you about costs, and they have to take the time to understand your needs and describe which vans they build that fit those needs. And if one of their vans doesn't meet your needs, they have to be willing to let you know that so you can decide if you need to go elsewhere. If you don't feel like you can bring yourself to trust a custom shop enough to do that, custom builds are not in your future. If you just have to see a model before it's built, custom builds are not in your future. If you don't want to pay up front for that build, custom builds are not in your future. And that's okay. There are some really good builds out there that have layouts and designs that are standardized. They'll usually have at least one model around for you to see, and you'll generally know exactly what you're getting up front because you're sitting in it. For us, we trust Terry Minix and Embassy RV to give us the exact build we want, sight unseen. But that's us. You need to decide for yourself what you're comfortable with doing, what you can handle, and what your limits are. And that's the reality of custom builds. If you can do that, custom builds can most definitely be in your future. Be seeing you.